Bitcoin holders, I truly do hope you guys are ready for a final leg up that will be happening for Bitcoin. Okay. And as I've been telling guys many times, Q4 is going to be amazing for Bitcoin and crypto in general, right? I truly do believe in Q4. Okay. Bitcoin is going to be reaching new record highs. And man, we're going to see a lot of altcoins, okay, skyrocketing. I do believe alt season will be happening. Okay. We're going to see, you know, the crypto total market cap skyrocketing in Q4. So I hope you guys, in general are prepared for Q4. I hope, right now you guys are simply, preparing yourselves for Q4, stacking right now as much as you possibly can to be prepared for Q4. Because, man, Q4, guys, is going to be absolutely amazing for Bitcoin and crypto. And I hope you guys are truly prepared for that. So, in today's video, yes, I do want to talk more about Bitcoin, give you guys an update on Bitcoin. And there is, in fact, a fair few charts that I do want to show you guys for Bitcoin, indicating that yes, Bitcoin is going to be going much higher. As I've been, telling guys many times, we're going to see Bitcoin go much higher. Okay, the top is not in yet for Bitcoin. And yes, right, it's going to be reaching new all-time highs. Okay, and I do believe that will happen in Q4. Okay, so let's begin with today's video. So starting off with the Bitcoin price, looking at this right now, it is looking pretty good. We're kind of at the 1 hour time frame. And yeah, Bitcoin is really just chilling right now in between 116 to 115. So if we go to the 4 hour time frame, we know, guys, for the past few days, a couple of days ago, we did see Bitcoin around 112 to 113, and it did skyrocket back to 116, which was, amazing to see. Okay, so yeah, Bitcoin did pump up, guys, okay, to 116. It's gone down a little bit back down to, 115 to where it is right now. But it is pretty much consolidating. Okay, you have to clearly see that. So yeah, Bitcoin is pretty much just chilling, and we will see, where Bitcoin will be heading next, guys. And I'm very surprised because remember, we are in fact in September. Okay, and yeah, you guys clearly see, usually September, it is a pretty bearish, month for Bitcoin. Okay, and so far this month, Bitcoin is up over 6%, 6.6%. And the best performing September, okay, for Bitcoin was just last year in 2024. Okay, and it was up only 7%. So if we can manage, okay, to beat that, this will be the best performing September ever for Bitcoin history. Okay, and that just clearly shows you guys how bearish, okay, usually, right, September is, because yes, historically, September is a very bearish time for Bitcoin. Usually Bitcoin does just, not perform that great this month in September, usually, right? So I'm very surprised that Bitcoin is up over 6%, almost 7% so far. Okay, and we are just over 2 weeks, okay, into this month in September. So we will see, where Bitcoin will be heading and how Bitcoin will perform in the next, remaining few weeks for this month in September. But understand, guys, October is going to be fantastic. Okay, you guys clearly see October is a very bullish time for Bitcoin. Same with November, right? So that's why I truly do believe Q4 is going to be amazing for Bitcoin. December, right, during Christmas time, right? December's like 50-50. Okay, it's not too bad. But understand, guys, October and November is going to be some fantastic times for Bitcoin, and not just Bitcoin, but just crypto in general. So be prepared for that, guys, because, man, remember, we aren't tracking a bull market, and it's going to be Q4. Okay, so big moves are coming, guys. Okay, we're going to see some massive gains happening for Bitcoin and crypto. So be prepared for that. Now, today, okay, altcoins are sort of moving, past 24 hours. We are in fact seeing a fair few alts, okay, rising. Okay, I mean, Avalanche, as we all know, has been skyrocketing, right? It has been moving quite a bit. Okay, I mean, for the week, it is up over 16%. Okay, so Avalanche, right? AVAX has been moving, and today it's continuing to go up, right? It is up over 5%, 5.7%. So yeah, Avalanche is on the move. Okay, a fair few alts today are in fact on the move as well. Some alts are slightly down today, right? But majority of altcoins today are in fact in the green. So looking pretty, good for altcoins so far, right? It really is, guys. Now, getting to these Bitcoin charts, starting off with this one. Okay, so yeah, you guys can clearly see Bitcoin is ready to go much higher. Okay, like I told you guys many times, we're gonna see Bitcoin going back up to its previous highs even reaching new all-time highs, just like what this chart is in fact showing us here. So Bitcoin found support at previous range high, prices looking good for a new all-time high. So we are in fact seeing this, support level, right? There's really nothing to be panicking about right now for Bitcoin. It hasn't broken down this support level, so there is really nothing to be worried about for Bitcoin, right? It is still above this support level. So as long as Bitcoin stays above the support level, we are chilling, right? We are fine, guys, okay? And yes, we're going to see Bitcoin going much, much higher. That's what it's looking like right now, okay? And remember, we're about to enter Q4, right? So be prepared for that, guys, okay? In less than 2 weeks' time from now, we're going to be entering the most bullish month for Bitcoin, which is October. So be prepared for that, guys, okay? Because big moves will be happening for Bitcoin. So on the 4-hour time frame, okay, Bitcoin is forming this bull flag, okay, and right now it is breaking out of this bull flag, okay. So that's clearly see bull flag in the 4-hour time frame. One of my favorite patterns might be unfolding here. If it plays out, Bitcoin could push towards $120,000, which is amazing, hey, and that is possible, right? We will for sure see Bitcoin, like I said, going back up to its previous highs. I really do believe by next month in October, we will see Bitcoin reaching back up to its previous highs of 124. Okay. And I do believe it could potentially even reach new all-time highs, guys. Okay, for Bitcoin. So be prepared for that, right? New highs are coming, guys. Okay, please understand that. So yeah, this is looking pretty good. Okay, this is obviously a very, very bullish pattern, okay, for Bitcoin, okay, a bull flag. So it is breaking out of it, and yeah, it is looking very, very nice right now for Bitcoin. It is setting itself up to go much, much higher to 120, and then eventually back up to its previous highs of 124, even reaching new highs, right? So as I told you guys many times, history doesn't exactly repeat itself, but it does rhyme. Okay, looking at this chart, right? What Bitcoin did back in 2017, it's looking pretty similar to what it's doing right now in 2025. So this uptrend that Bitcoin has in fact been forming ever since early 2023 to where we are right now, okay, in 2025, will continue to go much, much higher, right? This uptrend will continue to go much, much higher, guys, okay? So stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and then stage 4, right? So it seems like this is going to be the final stage for Bitcoin, and this is going to be the final leg up for Bitcoin. Okay, you guys can clearly see that right there, right? So it is looking very, very similar. I mean, in the past, I've showed you guys a fair few charts comparing what Bitcoin did back in 2017 versus right now in 2025. And yeah, you guys can clearly see it is very, very similar. So understand history doesn't exactly repeat itself, but it does rhyme. Okay, so that is that, guys. Okay, it is looking very, very nice right now for Bitcoin, right? It really, really is. And yes, right, it's going to be going much, much higher. Now, the thing is, guys, okay, as I've told you guys many times, no one out there, right, knows where the top is for Bitcoin, right? No one exactly knows where the top is going to be for Bitcoin. Okay, that's what you guys understand. At the end of the day, these are just all assumptions and predictions. Okay, even myself, as I told you guys many times, right, I'm predicting that Bitcoin will be reaching 180 to even $200,000 and beyond, right? 250, 280, maybe even potentially $300,000, right? That is possible. Okay, I've seen many predictions right out there, right, in the crypto space. People are saying, Bitcoin's going to be reaching 500K, 700K, right, this cycle. Now, as much as I am bullish on Bitcoin, you guys know that, right? I'm very bullish on Bitcoin, right? Especially long term. I don't think we're going to see Bitcoin reaching those price targets, right? 500K to 700K. I don't think that's going to be happening in this bull cycle, but you guys need to understand that will easily happen in the next cycle for sure. I think the next bull cycle, right? The next bull market, we're going to see Bitcoin reaching 500K to 700K and beyond, right? 800K to even $1 million. That is possible. But this cycle, I don't think that's going to be happening, right? I'm sticking to 200K to 300K, right? But yeah, you guys need to understand at the end of the day, no one knows where the top will be. Maybe we don't even see Bitcoin reaching 200K. Who exactly knows? But I think it will, right? That's my personal opinion, right? My prediction. So, for example, the last bull cycle back in 2021, a lot of people were predicting that Bitcoin was going to skyrocket to 100K. Clearly, that didn't even happen. Went as high as 69K. It didn't even reach 70K. So a lot of people were wrong. Okay, so we'll see where the top will be for Bitcoin this cycle, guys. Okay, we'll have to see. But yeah, you guys need to understand once Bitcoin does reach the top, whether it's at 180, 190, 200k and beyond, it's going to drop back down. Okay, you guys need to understand we will see some sort of bear market happening potentially next year in 2026, right? It's a 4-year cycle. Okay, so we enter a bull cycle and then we enter a bear cycle. And it's pretty interesting because some people out there in the crypto space are predicting, okay, and saying that, we may not see the 4-year cycle happening, okay, and there will no longer be a 4-year cycle, meaning we may see Bitcoin just continue to rise and rise and rise. And some people are saying, next year in 2026 and like Q1, Q2, we're going to see Bitcoin going, much, much higher, continuing to rise. We will have to see about that. I really don't know about that, right? But in my opinion, guys, if you guys want to take, profits, okay, take money off the table, I would highly suggest you guys to slowly do it, right? As you would DCA in when you're buying, you want to DCA out, right? Take bits of profits off the table when it's rising, okay? Whether it's Bitcoin or altcoins, okay? You don't want to round trip it again and be too greedy, right? So that is that. Not financial advice. Always do your own research, of course, but that's just personally how I'm gonna do it, right? How I'm gonna be trading, all these other altcoins. Because the thing is, guys, with like Bitcoin and like Casper, I'm in it for long term. I'm not selling any of those, right? Call me dumb, but I just believe in both of these projects long term. Okay, I'm in it for long term, guys. Okay, you guys need to understand I'm a investor in both Bitcoin and Casper. Okay, now with Ethereum and all these other altcoins, I'm trading them. Meme coins, I'm trading them, right? You bet. So that is that, guys. So that of course I'm gonna reinvest it back into Bitcoin and Casper, the ones that I'm simply accumulating and holding for long term. But yeah, as we know, gold has been skyrocketing. Okay, now I don't know much about gold. Like I don't look at the gold chart much, guys. Okay, I couldn't care less. But yeah, gold, if you guys didn't know, has been skyrocketing. Gold has been pumping like crazy recently, and yeah, it has reached a new all-time high, right? So usually when gold moves, guys, usually Bitcoin does follow, and that's exactly what this chart is in fact showing us here. So every time gold pumps, Bitcoin follows it. Okay, so this chart just clearly shows you guys that. Okay, every single time, right, gold goes up and it pumps, usually Bitcoin does follow and pumps up with it. Okay, so yeah, since gold has been skyrocketing right for the past few days and weeks and whatnot, Bitcoin will follow and pump with it. So Bitcoin holders, be prepared for that. Now, Michael Saylor posted this 2 days ago saying Bitcoin deserves credit. And that's true, right? And yeah, it's just a chart. Okay, I'm pretty sure we have all seen this chart by Saylor himself. Okay, and this is pretty much all the Bitcoin purchases that Strategy have made for Bitcoin. Okay, these circles are pretty much all the purchases that Strategy made for Bitcoin, right? That's when they purchased Bitcoin, and of course, the bigger the circle, the bigger the purchase. So yeah, you guys can clearly see recently, right? 2025, 2024, man, they bought a lot of Bitcoin. Just look at that, right? Just look at that, guys. Okay, like look how big these circles are. So yeah, they are stacking, guys. As we all know, Strategy, they are not playing around. They are truly stacking as much, I was gonna say Casper, as much Bitcoin as they possibly can. So yeah, absolutely amazing to see, right? For Strategy, okay, they are stacking, guys. And speaking about Strategy, they bought more Bitcoin yesterday, right? So Strategy has acquired 525 Bitcoins, which is around $60.2 million. So just over $60 million, guys, which is crazy, okay? And they now hold 638,985 Bitcoins, okay, which is like billions of dollars, okay? $47 million, over $47 million. So yeah, it is crazy, guys. Like, hey, Strategy, they're continuing to buy up Bitcoin, right? It is crazy. They now, own and hold over 600,000 Bitcoins, okay? 638,985 Bitcoins. And I do believe one day Strategy, right, they're gonna accumulate 1 million Bitcoins. I believe that is coming and they are more than halfway there. Okay, so I do believe one day Strategy will easily accumulate 1 million Bitcoins, which is going to be insane. Okay, and I think that's like their goal here, right? Because they are not stopping, guys. They are continuing to stack Bitcoins. Okay, so that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will keep you guys up to date on Bitcoin, but yeah, get ready, okay, for the final leg up, because Bitcoin is going to be going much higher. Okay, that's what you guys need to understand. Okay, the weekly time frame is actually looking pretty good right now for Bitcoin. It is looking like it wants to reach back up to, you know, its previous size of 124. And yeah, I do believe in no time Bitcoin will eventually get back up there. And it's not going to stop there. It's going to be going much higher to like 150, 180, 200K and beyond. That is coming, guys. So Bitcoin holders, I hope you guys are ready for Q4. It's going to be amazing times. Okay, going to be amazing times. So be prepared for that. But guys, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Give it a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel. That is always much appreciated. And yeah, I will catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.